Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys 7 devices you need to try for summer. And I'm so sorry I could not post a video for so many days as I last time told in my video. So I'll try my best to post as many videos as I can because my summer vacation started. So I hope you like these kind of videos, and if you do, please don't forget to hit that like button. Also, please don't forget to subscribe, and also please don't forget to comment what you want me to do for my next week's video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's get into it. For this DIY, the supplies you're going to need are sketch pens, pair of scissors, also rubber. You're also going to need a pencil. You're going to need glue. Mine is really strong. If you have a hot glue gun, you can use that. Also, you're going to need an iron letter and of the letter you're going to do, and also some flowers. That's optional. You can add flowers to the letter like how I am doing, or you can just decorate it with some sketch pens. So let's get into it right now. Okay, so now what we are just going to do is going to copy the iron letter of the stencil of the thing you're going to copy. You can also copy from any stencil. You can also use a scale if you want. And now we are done. So you're going to need to cut your iron letter now, and I'll come back after cutting it. So now it's time to decorate with the flowers. So I've already used the glue, so do not mind it. Okay. So you can do it on the top, or you can do it in the bottom, but I'm doing it on the top. So make sure that you use flowers that are able. So I'm just gluing the flowers. I'm using the strong glue again. See, might be your flowers will not stick that easily, so it'll take some time for it. You'll have to have some support. I'm just gluing it right now. So I'll see you after gluing it. Okay, so now it's time to use the sketch pens. It will take you a little time for gluing it, but it's okay. You can start with any pattern you want and just go crazy with the sketch pen colors. You can do different patterns you want. You can even copy them from internet, or you can just think of it and do it by your own self. I love this DIY because it's super easy and simple to do. It might take you a while for gluing the flowers, but once you get the hang of it, it's very nice to do. And once I finish, I'll show you guys. So this is the final product, and I love the way it turned out because there are so many flowers and it reminds me of the summer, and it's really good. So yeah, and you can spice it up a little bit, add more colors or add glitter, sequences, whatever you want. Just go crazy. It's your own, and I hope you enjoyed this DIY. And so this is how it turned out. I did an M before, and I love the way it looks now.
I was just going to sit the chair.
For the second DIY, the things you're going to need is sand. You're also going to need some shells and paper. Any color will do. You're also going to need rubber, pencil, a pair of scissors, and a jar. The colored paper is to color the top, cover the top of the jar, and you can make your own sand. I made my own sand by just adding salt with a little bit of color. It can be watercolors, but try not to use acrylic or thick paints. So first we're going to open our jar and we're going to fill our jar with sand in it. Now you can of course do sea waves also if you want, and then we're just going to pour it. It's a little tricky for me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now it's time to add the shells. You can take, if you found, you can even take fake shells or you can take real shells. I collected them from the beach, and you can fill this in the top, or you can also add a little water to make it look like damp sand, or you can think of many ideas. You can even put many unique shells that you found. And now it's time to cover the top with the color paper. So what we're going to do now is just going to trace the cap around the color paper. And I choose blue because it reminds me of the sea waves. You can choose any color. And yeah, I forgot to say that you need tape, or you can use glue, anything. After cutting this and I putting the color paper onto the cap, I will show you the final product, and I hope you enjoy making it. So this is how the final product looks. I am very happy how it turned out, and this is how it actually looks inside. You can of course fill it up this much or something if you want with real sand or fake sand. As I told you, you can add more decorations or anything you want. You can add action figures or whatever, people if you have. Okay, not real but fake. And for some reason the sand suddenly got stuck to the jar because there was still water in the jar. So make sure you keep your jar just keep water away from your jar unless you want to clean it, then make it dry. So for a little touch, so that I show the sun because it's summer, so I have to add little clay. I use yellow clay, modeling clay. You can use any clay, but make sure you don't use air dry clay or something like that. Okay, so you can customize it the way you want, because I just want it like simple, and that I feel that I can remember the beach every time. So now this is how it looks, and I'm happy with it. And this is the final product. So this is how the final product came out, my beach in the jar. I hope you enjoyed doing this DIY. So this is the third DIY. So for this you will need pair of scissors, tape, and 3 types of plastic things. I don't know if you can get this individually because I got a gift and in that the strings were available, and I just thought it would be nice. I think so you can do this with thread, but make sure it's based like for your hands so that you don't get any cuts or something. And so let's get into this DIY. So guys, if you want to create this look, then just follow what I'm doing. So what I've just done is tied a knot on the top and even them, and then I did this. So if you want to make this, then just follow what I'm doing. Take your first string and then you just take it all across. Don't make big loops, otherwise it'll end up going at the end. Then you're going to put it on your second stem and you're going to take the remaining and just make it like this. Just do this and pull this, the second stem. Now you can alternate the colors to make different colors. You do the same with the third one. Sometimes you'll have to pull different, and I'm just going to continue like this, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll show you 2 different styles how to continue with this bracelet, and yeah, I'll complete it and I'll come back. So I finished doing a little of this, more I finished doing of it. Now it's very easy. If you know how to braid, then you just simply have to braid the till the desired length you want. I'm just going to, just plait it. You can do a very tight one or very loose, but mainly what's going to come is loose. And so I'll continue this process. I know I'm not showing you guys all how I'm doing, because I'm just showing the basics, and then you can carry on. And you can do different hairstyles which they do with 3 sections. I think so that will look super cool. And I'll show you this last way. And also just one idea, you can actually add a charm if you have those hook things, and also any charm that you like, but I just want to keep it simple and nice. So the third style is the under braid. It's simply showing the back side of a braid. So you'll just do that. Okay, it'll be kind of hard, so we'll have to tie the same way we tied for the top, the fold method. Take it under and then over, and then just pull. It's going to create a knot, and that will help in making the backward braid to separate the variations. The backward braid is basically a braid that is back of it. You can do different styles, or you can just do the same style which I did on the top. And this is how we'll make the bracelet, and I'll show you the end product afterwards. So at last what you're going to do is just going to tie a knot again, and then you're going to cut out the excess. You can tie a knot to connect it from the front, or you can use tape like I'm going to do. It works the same, but tying a knot is kind of hard, so if you leave a lot of string, it's good. And yeah, so this is how the final product turned out, and I hope you try it. It's very easy to make. So the things you'll need for this 4 DIY, which is DIY inspired shirt, it can be for summer, or it can be of anything that you like. I'm doing of anything you can like. If you want a summer, you can do a beach, or you can also do a sun. So the supplies you'll need is a pair of scissors, tape. You're also going to need some paint brushes. I'm taking this fluffy one, a pencil for tracing, a cup of water. You're also going to need something hard that paint will not transfer through, and also some fabric paint, and of course a t-shirt. So let's get into it. So the first thing you need to do is you're going to trace what pattern you're doing. I'm doing Batman, so you can do anything you want. Now the tape and scissors will come because you just want to outline a little bit of it so the paint doesn't get out of place. So I'll complete my outline and come back. So I did the outline of Batman. You can see I've done little mistakes in drawing it, but make sure when you are painting it, you do it all correct. Okay, so now it's time we paint. So let's get painting. Okay, so for painting, you're just going to put the the hard card. It's right here, so that it does not transfer on the back of your top. So what I'm going to do is going to paint the background, of course, in yellow, and paint Batman's symbol inside the bat in black. So I have this furry brush and also this really thin brush, because after I finish painting Batman, I'm going to write Batman at the bottom, because that's gonna go well. And I actually choose this top because it's actually written on the top. You can't see it, but yeah, now you can see it. It's written active performance, which is, yeah, he has a lot of active performance. So that's why I choose this top. You can choose a random top, a random white top, any color top. Just make sure you're happy with them. And also, instead of painting it, you can, if you're not going to wash it, you can just cut any cloth that is yellow in color and cut a cloth that is black in color, but make sure that's clean and it's presentable. And then you just take some fabric glue and just glue it onto your shirt, and that also should do the job. So yeah, I'll paint it and I will show you afterwards. Of course, I don't have to show you guys how I paint or something, but if you want a tutorial, please don't forget to write it in the comment box below. And also, please don't forget to dry this. If you're gonna wear it wet, you can expect paint to come on your body, so do not do that mistake. Make sure you dry it properly. The things you will need for this fifth DIY, which is DIY lip scrub, you will need sugar and some honey. You will also need a cup and a spoon for mixing. And I am doing this in a summer DIY because my lips become too dry after it's become too hot. That's why I'm just showing you how you can make your own. So first what you're going to do is just going to pour your sugar. Oopsie. And then what you're just going to do is going to add in your honey. There are different ways. Some of them are when it is winter, and for now this is just for summer. So we're gonna pour everything. I don't think so you can substitute this with agave or something, but I don't know. So I'm just stirring it up, and I'm just gonna use it from this container because I don't think so it's necessary to put it in a container. But if you feel that you want it in a container, just put it in a container. Mine's is fully mostly honey, because honey is very moisturizing, so that's why I'm just using only honey. So this is how it turned out. You can apply this on your lips. It will last only for 1 week, so you should use it within that time. Make sure you store it in the fridge, and I hope you enjoy this DIY. And also please don't forget, after you putting this on, leave it for 5 minutes and then rub it off with a towel. So just to show you guys that this thing, you can apply it on your lips. Pause. So just to show you guys that you can apply this lip scrub on your lips, I'm just going to apply it. Also, by the way, this is edible, so if you eat it, it's nothing will happen. But don't eat it actually. And I'm going to let this sit for 5 minutes. So this is the final lip scrub product, and yeah. So for this, you're just gonna need a piece of that plastic string I used for my bracelet, or you can use normal string in this DIY, but not in when you're making the bracelet. So let's get started. Basically, there's nothing to do in this. You're just going to take a bobby pin and you're going to put it with and just going to merge it with your hair so it looks like you have a strand, and I'm going to show you guys how it looks. So it is time that we put the string in my hair. Of course, I need to cut it a little bit, but for now, just let my long yellow hair be long. So I don't have a bobby pin, but I have a clip right here. So what you're going to do is just part your hair, and you're going to take the other part somewhere. In the middle, you're just going to take it right there. You're going to insert it, and you have to make sure you can cover it with hair, and then you're just going to stick it. Then you're going to bring that hair in the front, and now it looks like you have colored hair. Of course, you have to cut it, and I will cut it, but don't worry. Yeah. So for this last but not the least DIY, we're gonna make this really cool sunglasses necklace. So basically what you're gonna need is a piece of card which you're gonna trace your sunglasses, and then also gonna need a puncher, also a paintbrush. So guys, this is the last and the very final DIY for this video. So this is a sunglass necklace. I thought it would be nice to make it because it's inspired to summer, because of course sunglasses you wear that only in summer. You don't see people wearing sunglasses in winter. So the supplies you're going to need for that is a pair of scissors. I already drew my sunglasses. You can copy it from you can even do the emoji with the sunglasses. It's your wish. You're of course going to need a necklace, and you're going to need some metallic paints. You can use gold, but I went for this goldish bronze color. And also you need a puncher. Now you will see that I have drawn an extra curve right there. I'm just gonna take the picture. Yeah, you can just see right here that, you know, like that circle. Yeah, so basically a circle is when I'm gonna punch the hole in the you know, with the puncher. So without any further, let's get into it. Okay, wait, you know. So guys, this is the last very final DIY for this video. So the things we're gonna need for this you know, sunglasses necklace thing, I thought it would be very summery because you don't see people wearing glasses in winter, right? Okay, so the supplies you're gonna need for this is a pair of scissors. You're also gonna need this, you know, this sunglass thing, just, you know, the sunglass thing. I drew it from card. You have to draw it from card, because if you don't draw it from card, I don't know how will you get it. How you will get it. And then you're going to also need a necklace, of course, and you're going to need some metallic paints. You can use any kind of paint or just paint your sunglasses black, but I wanted it, you know, a little shiny. So what I did is I used kind of bronzy-ish, goldish color. And you're also going to need a stapler and a pencil if you're going to draw, and a card if you're going to draw your sunglasses right now. It's your wish whether you want to take a template from the internet or you want to draw it. So let's start. So we are going to start off by, of course, cutting it. Make sure you cut the circle, because if you don't cut the circle, then you won't be able to punch the hole, and then you'll have to punch the hole in the glasses, which will not look nice on that, you know, necklace of yours. So I'll cut this and I'll show you how I cut it afterwards. Okay, so as you can see, I cut it. I cut the, you know, I cut a little below the line which I drew, because I thought it would be like super thin if I drew it like that, and then it would have broken when I would wear it like a necklace. And I'm gonna show you the color I'm gonna use, and it's this, you know, creamy color. If you cannot see it, it looks like brown from the camera, but actually it's not. It's like, it's not. Okay, so we're gonna start painting. You're just gonna take your brush and you're gonna start painting. It's easy because this is really small. Make sure you also color this part where it's like the circle-y part. Yeah, you need to color that, because a little part of it will be left, so you don't want it, you know, to be the odd one white. If you want that, you can just leave it like that. But I wanted it all colored, so I'm coloring it. Once I color it, I'll show you the very next step. Okay, so I painted it and it looks like this. Make sure you let it dry for at least 5 minutes, because you don't want paint everywhere. And I'm gonna let it dry for 5 minutes and then I'll come back. But I just wanted to say that when you're cutting your, you know, the middle part, you make sure you cut it a little thick, because if you cut it really thin, then it's most likely to tear apart. So just make sure you cut it thick, because also it's easier to cut when it's thick, and also you get a neater finish. So what we're just going to do is going to punch a hole in this. You're going to use a mini puncher or a big puncher like or a mini puncher like I am. So I just punched a hole in it, and I like how it turned out. So I'm just going to open my chain and I'm going to put it, and I'll show you guys the final product. So this is how the final product came out. I'm so happy with it. It's easy and very simple, and looks really good. So I hope you try it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to hit that like button. Also, please don't forget to subscribe and comment, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye for now.